Hey there, welcome back to another episode of BerlinCraft, and today I want to build another building over here at the Saloon Town. See, we're sort of switching back and forth between the two towns. One episode over at the Mushroom Town, one episode over here. This building right here sort of borrows from the feeling and look of this one, sort of has the same windows and the block choices with the red sandstone, the acacia fences. No, wait, the jungle wood fences with the acacia fences over here, sort of the same feelings. So if we can just come over here and get started on this, you can see it's a fairly decent sized build. The walls might be a little bit too flat. I might try and figure out how to fix that just a little bit if I so choose. They just feel a little bit flat to me, you know, and I might end up wanting to fix that. So let's come here and go like this, and then that comes up like this, and I think maybe this side is, is this 3? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, yeah, this side is too far over. Do we have an axe in here? We don't, but as a customary thing to every episode of the Saloon Town, we can make another axe because... Okay, hold on, I failed making an axe somehow. We can make another axe because that's apparently all we do in the Saloon Town is make axes. So if we just move this over 1, then I can give you the proper measurement since this one was also off by itself. So to get it started, you sort of just want to place 3 pillars like this, 3 tall, 3 blocks away from each other. So 3 pillars, 3 away, and then start the other pillars, 2 blocks of air away and then 1 to the side for the first pillar. All of these pillars will go up 7, and then, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all of these pillars, every single pillar, except this one right there, that's a shovel I'm trying to break it with, will go up 7. So just every single little pillar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pillars will go up 7, and there are little caps that I have included onto the 4 corners, which we will see in a second when I get around to it. But first, I just want to finish making this, the little overhang part. And then I'm going to bring up all of the pillars up to the proper height. Alright, and then these two don't actually go up 7, so if we just get rid of these real quick, then you want to take your red sandstone and fill this up real nice, and for here, we want to bring it up 3, and then take some red sandstone stairs and create a small little window, just like that, just like this, and then continue filling it up like this. So then you can clearly see what's going on here. It has a sort of a curve. So then if you just come up onto your part and grab your woods, go like this and make sure there's a little bit of a curve going on here, like a visible decent curve that goes here, except that's the wrong place for this part. There we go. And each of these wood parts right here have a little bit of a cap on them. So all you want to do is take all of your materials like this and just continually sort of go around to every single pillar and make sure it has these specific little caps on them, just like this. And we can get a better view if we come over here and pillar up a little bit. A little curve like that, and then there is your proper curve. So it's time to have the roof and put on its curves. Alright, then you can take more of your wood and come across like this, all the way across every single little corner. Make sure the bottom part has a 3 space open, so 1, 2, 3, and the top part has a 2 space open. That is sort of important because, again, you have a little bit of a space constraint with the building, so you sort of have to keep that in mind when you're building it. Alright? So then we have this, and then there goes the floor, and I'll show you how to do the roof. Now, I might have even done the roof wrong myself, a little bit, but I feel like if I can just think about it just for a second, instead of my creative test world roof, I will actually just improvise the roof this episode. But you always take your red sandstone stairs if you come right here, and you can, okay. That was a sort of wrong placement of that, but I can accept that. Again, I do plan out my buildings a little bit sometimes, very rarely. I plan out my buildings. This one was just, I was bored and I started building, and I came up with a build that I actually liked, so I just went along with it. So then your windows end up looking like this at the front. They're not fully closed in. You have your little opening and your door would go here, whatever your door is, and then you come over to each side, and I believe I did the same thing for these ones, the same sort of open-sided windows, right? So like this, boop, 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 boop. And then for these ones, I sort of did the same thing, except I took these and some red sandstone and just broke up the pattern like that. So if you just come onto each side is just a mirror of itself, so just come onto each side and you should be fine. And these windows in the back are pretty simple. It's just some quick little stairs like this, boop, boop, doo, doo, doo. And then the final one is just another one of the ones like this to break it up just a little bit, and the jungle wood would fill in these ones, all of them. Apparently we do not have enough jungle wood. Do we have any more in here? We have some birch, we have some dark oak, we have some acacia, and we have a little bit of jungle wood. Fantastic. Okay, I thought I was, okay. Well, sleeping is fine, I didn't actually mean to sleep, but sleeping is okay. So let's grab some of those and make ourselves some more fences. We should only need around 15. That's more than enough. So then each of these just gets filled up like this. Every single window should be filled, except for the ones over here in the front that I said would have the little bits of openings in them. So then we can come up to the top, and these ones here on the corners will get filled in with just pure blocks like this, and these ones, So these ones all here will get filled in with just normal blocks. And the ones on the back, or the one on the back, the one little square on the back is slightly different. I included a tiny bit of a window back there just because, I don't know, I felt it needed a little bit something more back there. So then if we come back here, we can just include another little window like that, and then we can fill that up. So then we want to come over here and make ourselves a little bit more fences with some acacia. Like this, some more fences, we'll get 55, that's perfectly fine, and then we need some red sandstone to make ourselves some slabs. Then we can come over here and use the slabs on the bottom of these, so every single one of these on the bottom, except for this one, will get some slabs, like so, and then the acacia fences go along the edges like so. These two have full ones. I was thinking against it, but I really thought, well, it looks good enough anyway, and I sort of kept it. So then you can come inside with your dark oak, and we will do the same sort of roof technique we did in the other place, the general store across the street, right there. We will do the same roofing where it is sort of indented thanks to the flooring, which we should have some on us, or at least in the chest. Spruce. Okay, there we go. So you just want to craft up some half slabs for some spruce, and then come in here and fill up the roof with said half slabs. There we go, and you have the roof all filled in. Now, you could sort of go like this, just over here, and make yourself some ladders. Do we have... we can make some. Oh my god, I just made 40 buttons. Oh, that was a big derp on my part. Okay. Oops, that was my bad. So, just a whole bunch of ladders, that's all we need. Throw these back in here. So you can sort of disrupt the little bit of a thing with a ladder if you want to get up here to the second floor. And the second floor is going to work like... Now, I had a different design in my creative world, but this is a different design since I sort of did it differently. So let's sort of try and figure this out by ourselves. So maybe let's get all of the corners sort of together, and let's actually not do this. Let's have a different design, sort of. Instead of spruce, we're going to get some dark oak, and every corner is going to get filled with this dark oak, and I hope that connected properly. It did. Good. So every single square that can be connected to each other should be filled with dark oak, 1 and 2. So you can sort of see what I'm going with here. Plop down the crafting table again. I don't know why I broke it. And actually, while we're up here, jungle fences. This one doesn't really need a jungle fence if you don't want it there, but I'll place it there, although it does obstruct the view a little bit. Again, these sort of are practical but aren't practical builds at the same time. They look good, but maybe not the most practical for survival needs. Let's see, these ones won't connect to each other, but we will bring it like this. These two here won't connect to each other. I also connected that wrong here. That was a silly move on my part. Does that mean, oh right, because it is different. Alright, so that's some variation in the roof. That's no big deal. Some nice variation, that's no problem. So let's just bring it here. This one is also having some variation. So do, and then we can take more spruce and fill it all in. Now we're going to have a flat roof in here because it's probably going to be a sort of storage area. Now I actually pretty sure I forgot to mention what this building actually is. This building is sort of a let's see, a gunsmith shop. And I know it doesn't really look like a whole blacksmith thing, like a whole blacksmith kitted out, cool looking lava things everywhere, but I'm saving something sort of like that for an actual blacksmith design instead of something like this, because this isn't really a blacksmith design. It's a man that probably buys the things from the blacksmith and makes them here. Because a gunsmith, maybe he won't make his own parts, you know, help the economy out, go over to, what's a good Wild West name? I have no clue. John. He'll go over to John and he'll buy some parts for his guns instead of making them, and that's why the, okay. Real talk for a second, that's just a big excuse, because I didn't think a gunsmith, or, well, building this, I wasn't like, oh yeah, a gunsmith, that would totally look like this. So yeah, that's just a big excuse for me to actually just say, I didn't actually plan ahead for this building, for the actual building it is, but I think it'll still come off really well as a gunsmith, hopefully. That's the goal, and let's just fill in the floor with some half slabs since I'm lazy, and we're apparently out of spruce, and I don't want to run back down to the canyon home, but I might have to actually anyway, because apparently we're out of spruce. Okay. Are we out of spruce? We're not out of spruce. See, this is what happens when I prepare slightly for the episode. I just gather the materials. So there we go. Then we have the floor completed right about now, and then we don't actually have any torches on us, but we can grab a door. Yeah, let's just have that there. And then we can grab ourselves a dark oak door if we so choose. And just wrong way, and just wrong way again, and just place it there, and then we have ourselves a pretty decent looking gunsmith. There, we'll put back all of our supplies, our many supplies that I didn't actually think I had, but apparently we have a whole bunch of supplies, and there's the sort of gunsmith. Now I could move it over 1 or 2 blocks, and I might actually do that off camera, but there is the gunsmith shop. I think it looks good. Oh, detailing. Hold on 1 second. Actually forgot something. Take your jungle fences. Right here and here on every pillar on both sides. Just add some fences. Boom. There you go. Adds a little bit extra to the front. Adds a little bit of a dash of color. So that's a gunsmith shop. I know it doesn't exactly look like something a gunsmith would use. And let's move these out of the way really quick so we can get a good look of it as we're coming into town and see what it looks like. That was actually supposed to be there because See, I was gonna say we could line it up with that, but then we'd have to move that, and that's just big pain. Okay, so we're coming into town, we're a new citizen, and we're just like, what a good, ooh, dang building, dang building, dang building, ooh, a saloon. Yeah, see, that's a good effect. Yeah, but I might end up moving this building over maybe 1 or 2. Let's see, how many blocks? So from right here, that's a space. 1, 2, maybe over 1, just 1. I might end up moving it over 1, but other than that, this is the building. I think it looks really good. Maybe a little bit more depth there up on the roof or for the walls, but I think it looks good, and I don't think there needs to be that many more changes other than maybe moving the position. But that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. So, remember, stay fancy, and peace out. Bye-bye.